told you, man. You disrespecting me, man. Yo, I told you, man, I took him to that shit. Right. I told you this before you even come. Yeah. Yo, top of the morning, man. You know, I just woke up, man. And the one thing that I'ma say, and this is just me speaking, is too much fake shit going on, man. Too much, too much fake shit, man. You try to be real with somebody, you can't be real with nobody no more. Like nobody respects being real. Straight like that. Don't nobody respect being real. You can't like end up going up in a mouth, in people's mouth. Like, it's like you gonna when you get to a certain point and you living your life, man. You gotta live your life, man. Don't worry about what anybody else talking about, man. Okay, that's what's up, Paul. That's what's up. I respect what you saying, man. Yeah, but in any event, man, I'm sitting here. I had a live yesterday, so I did a live with somebody else, like on some podcast stuff, right? So that's why I wasn't on the live yesterday. Yo, man, yo, what y'all talk? Why y'all at talking about Jesus? Like Carter, what's up with it, man? You know I'm chilling, man. Like don't nobody like y'all don't. Why y'all coming on this joint talking about Jesus, bro? Yeah, yeah. You don't do that like that. You don't do that like that. That's how we do that. Like we do that like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. But Dequan, oh shit. Wakadaliza Rez. Yo, what's up with it, man? Yo, like, comment, subscribe, share to the channel. So, you know, I sit back, man, and I just say to myself, like, I had this live yesterday, right? Bulls is very disrespectful, yo. That's why, yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. This is exactly the reason why Philly people don't deal with other people from different states, bro, because they don't move right. All right, cool. I don't care what you think, bro. I don't care what you think, bro. Joker, like Joker, was let me ask you something, Joker. Like seriously, what was the point of you coming up on this live and saying I look dirty, bro? Like what was the point of that? You sound weird, bro. Like like y'all grown ass people, y'all get up on this live and y'all talk this dumb shit. Ain't nobody wanna hear all of that. Yo, bro, listen, bro. I'm all that unnecessary tough shit, bro. Like it's like if you really got smoke, bro, like I ain't hard to find, bro. Like all that tough guy, you'll do this, you'll do that, bro. Like I don't care about none of that shit, man. Miss Simone, how you doing? Miss Simmons, how you doing? You know, man, I'm slow motion, man. Slow motion. You Philly niggas is dirty, that's it. All right, well, like, think what you want, bro. Like, think what you want, bro. America is burnt out. Be conscious. Leave that country. Snotty dreadlocks. Sup, Jay? Yo, you know I'm slow motion, bro. Like, I ain't really making no noise, man. Like it's simple, man. Us as Philly dudes, man, we move differently, we think differently. Like, yo, everything is all based on respect. And then once you get out of pocket, ain't nobody trying to hear nothing. Like, ain't nobody playing no games, none of that shit. Like, ain't nobody playing, yo. And a lot of these dudes be out this joint playing, though. Like, playing. Willie V. Shit. Shout out Willie V. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, like like I don't knock nobody for doing anything that they do. What you do is what you do. That's your business. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't be caring, bro. I don't be caring, bro. These niggas be out this joint. These niggas be out this joint, don't really know what type of person that they dealing with, bro. Like, I ain't, like, niggas is crazy, man. Yeah. But yeah, though, man, like, I pray you men start living like grown folks and leave all that street shit alone. A naughty dreadlock, man. I've been saying that about the streets, bro. I've been saying that about the streets, bro. Cause the real is like these niggas out here is not. They don't care about you. The streets don't care. They'll leave you where you at, bro. Like straight up, man. And me, I sit back. I recognize a lot of different things on a lot of different levels. Like it's like I can, like as a man, yo, it's certain things that you just gotta do as a man. No, so XP2541, I don't disagree with you, bro. I don't disagree with you, bro. And I ain't saying F the streets and none of that, because I'm not on that. But what I am saying is like, you move out there in the streets, they turn on you, bro. Like, ain't the streets always gonna turn on you, bro. It's just, Debbie and Arena, hi. How you doing? Hi. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It is what it is, though, man. Like, to call yourself a street nigga and try to act hard is a child's game. F the streets. Hey, no. Hey, Naughty Dread, listen. Hey, listen, Naughty Dread. This is the thing. If you a street dude, right, you not supposed to be acting tough when you in the streets. You supposed to avoid confrontation for real, because of where you gonna take it from a street perspective. Right, right. I dig that, bro. Joker says, you not on nothing. We see that you popped. All right, cool. That's what's up. I'm glad that you see that. It doesn't even matter to me, bro. It don't matter. Mans be claiming them. The streets suck. Trinity Smith. The streets suck. Hey, Trinity, so like, I'm gonna say it like this, man. I don't feel like the streets suck. I just feel like the mentalities that you deal with in the streets is where it's not molded right. The way that the streets is supposed to be, everything is supposed to have like an honor system to it, and they don't move with some certain individuals in the streets don't move with honor. So like it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm in the crib right now, man. Like I'm in the crib chilling. You know what I mean? I ain't. That's the thing, Trinity, right? You got to understand when you got people that want to be in the streets and don't know how to think like a street individual cause problems. Like, yo, And I did a live yesterday, right? And dudes was basically like, dudes was basically disrespecting. Dudes was on a on a live disrespecting, right? Yo, bro, can I ask you, hey Joker, let me ask you a question. Why are you so concerned with how I'm looking, bro? Why are you getting on my live being concerned with another man? You a grown man, right? Why you can like that's kind of like low key gay, bro. Like, why are you so concerned about what I'm looking like in my own crib, bro? Like, granted, okay, I'm in my crib, I'm doing a live, but like, yo, what you all up on my body like that for? Are you gay, bro? Are you Joker? Are you gay? You gotta be gay, bro. Like, something's not right with you to be so concerned with how I'm looking, bro. Like, that's weird shit. The women ain't even on here concerned with how I'm looking, and they women, and I'm a whole man. Like, so think about that for a minute, bro. You sound gay, bro. You from the island, the devil's a teeny island in the middle of the ocean. Still, there are too many youth and grown youths who want to imitate this shit they see on TV. Imitate gang culture. Type of man who goes to the club to look at other men. Right, exactly. Exactly. Yo, a naughty dread. Yo, it sound like you from Jamaica. You from Jamaica? Mm? Cause I was just over there in Jamaica not too long ago. Which island you from? Puerto Rico? Dominican Republic? Haiti? Which joint you from? Nah, hey baby Bubba, man, I ain't got no beef with nobody, bro. But the first person that come try me, they gonna find out. Absolutely. Absolutely, Trinity Smith. Like, you gotta, oh, all right, okay. Yeah, I never been there. But yo, back in the day, the streets was way more respectful, bro. I'm not gonna lie, they was. Like, everybody had etiquette. Everything was based on respect and honor, yo. And wasn't nobody just like doing certain things like that. You can't even walk down the street, gotta be concerned with a young boy or older dude that ain't thinking mentally right, trying to smoke somebody in front of children and women. Like, and it's like, ain't nothing respectful about that. Like, yo, like if it's war, it's war. Like, don't get me wrong. If it's really on like that, it's on. But when you go on the war, you supposed to go directly at the target, man. And a lot of these dudes be out here be moving right. Don't be moving right, like for real. Yo, and it's like they don't like, bro. Back in the day, bro, if somebody was a rat and it was known that they was rat, wasn't nobody doing no business with them at all. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't nobody doing business with them. Absolutely. 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 Like, it's etiquette, man. People don't got the same etiquette no more, man. Like, I talk about this blood shit, man. You know, I'm 110% blood, man. Hold on, I'll be right back. Yeah, man. Greetings from Germany. What's up with it? Blood, you say you know who Fred Hampton and Huey P. Newton is? Hey, baby Bubba, I'm not that old, bro. That gang shit needs to stop. Blood, Crip, whatever it is. It's all war version of what is intended to be. The founders ever tell you the youngins are being hoes. Yes, the streets had a good code of conduct back in the day. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Like, yo, I grew up, it was etiquette to certain things that you did in the streets. Ain't nobody just come up and just disrespect you. It was a black thing. Like, yo, I'm gonna respect you. I ain't gonna disrespect you. I ain't gonna talk crazy to you. Like, these dudes get up on this live, right? And they start talking crazy, like, and they don't even be understanding some of the shit that they be doing. Yeah. Imagine claiming a set, but you don't take care of anyone on your block. The elders don't get any assistance, and the youths are suffering. Yo, bro, I agree. Yo, you know what? I go shovel people's snow on my block. You know what I mean? I try to clean up on my block, all types of stuff, bro. I went from being a gangster to being top Avon salesman. There's a way out, and the way out is Avon. Yeah, I feel you, bro. I don't think that I don't think that them is the way out. I think that understanding that money selling. Oh my goodness, yo. That's why I asked, do you know who Fred Hampton and Huey P. Newton were? Original founders of the Crips and Bloods. Hey, baby Bubba, bro. You lost, bro. Huey P. Newton was the original founder of the Black Panther Party, bro. And Fred Hampton is the one that was running the Chicago chapter, bro, and he got killed December 4th, 1969. Like, yeah. Yeah, absolutely, bro. It's always about that. Yeah, absolutely, bro. Like, so you gotta understand something, Naughty Drag. Dudes be getting on this joint and they be trying to check me, and they be trying to check me, like, and it's like you can't check somebody that know about this. Like, you can't, you, know, you can't do certain things. Like, yeah. It's like people move a certain type of way. Like, it's like these niggas be weird, bro. Like, I don't be having the time to be dealing with it. Like, yo, Philly, the way we think, bro, we so different, bro. Straight like that, bro. Like, yeah, we do certain things that other states do. Like, I ain't gonna sit here and act like we don't, cause we do. But like the way that we move, the way that we move is totally different, bro. October 15th, 1966, Huey P. Newton and Bobby Seals started the Black Panther Party for Self-Defense. They was UCLA students. Yo, bro, I don't care if you wasn't impressed, bro. I'm not talking about the new generation of people that's in Philly. Even the young boys is different for real, for real. But that's a whole nother story. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care if you ain't impressed, bro. I don't care about none of that shit. Like, I don't even care about you getting on this live and talking, bro. Like, you talking to like irrelevant stuff, bro. Like, like you so concerned with like you so concerned with, yo, bro. You need to grow up, bro. You need to grow up getting on this live saying all of that. Like, bro, if you don't listen, Naughty Dread. If you don't like what I'm saying or like what's going on, bro, just get off the live, bro. Like, you don't gotta. you don't gotta be doing all of that, bro. Like it's not it's unnecessary, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. Like you sitting here saying talking crazy, talking about you ain't impressed with Philly, bro. Like, all right, like so what? So what, bro? Like what's the purpose of that? Like what's the purpose of that, bro? Like I'm sitting here trying to express certain things. It's like soak up game, bro. Like soak up game, bro. It's not Sean Brady rep. Sean Brady rep. Sam Goodman, man. What's up with you, bro? How you feeling it? How you feeling this evening? Yeah, man, you know, man, like yo, listen, it's simple for me, bro. I like to focus on I like to get money, bro. I'm trying to get some money. I'm trying to take care of me and my peoples. North Mississippi in the house. MISSISSIPPI. I understand, bro. Hey, listen, man. I tell you like this, man. Me, I'm the type that's going to teach you about financial literacy. I agree that there's too many emotional men. And the reason why dudes is out here emotional, the reason why dudes is running out here emotional is because they don't have their fathers that they being raised with. So it's like you gotta understand, like you got a bunch of young boys that's being raised by the you got a bunch of young boys that's being raised by their mothers. So they see how they mother act all emotional, so then they act emotional. And it's like when you ain't got no father figure that can really be able to calm that and smooth that out, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a recipe for disaster, man. Straight up. But like, yo, so you gotta understand, right? You gotta understand. They looking up the people on the block because the block is showing them where the money at, where the love at. You understand what I'm saying? But it's like what you gotta understand is it's all an illusion, man, because everybody's about their money. They wanna get their money and they don't care about nothing else, bro. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, bro. Like, and I agree. I agree, bro. They are, man. They really are. Yo, the old timers that I was on looking up to, them niggas was getting drunk, sniffing coke, doing all types of goofy shit that I ain't know about. And then I learned later on down the line what type time they was on. Like you know, like I don't knock nobody for doing what they doing. I don't knock people mind states, but it's like my thing is just like I don't like tolerate disrespect or certain things. Like you know what I'm saying. Like I don't tolerate disrespect, man. And I don't want to be going back and forth arguing and yelling with people. It's like I ain't. It's like I ain't. I don't care what anyone has to say, family. I overstand the game while the rest understand. All right, man. Cool. Cool beans, bro. Huh? Here you go, bro. Here you go, bro. I'm not. I ain't doing all of that with you, bro. I ain't. Yo, man, I'm from Nichols Park, bro. Where you from? 2478. Where you from? Yeah, man. Me, man. Like I ain't. It's like simple, man. Philly dudes, we different, bro. Like all of that. Like we different. We different. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. Each his own, man. Like at the end of the day, people gonna be with how people gonna be, man. I'm me, man. I'm not I'm not with all of the extra stuff, man. But yeah though, man, like let me tell you what happened. So I did a live yesterday, right? Dude keeps saying Dundada, Dundada, Dundada. It's like, bro, like, I ain't, I ain't trying to hear you keep talking about this Dundada, Dundada, but like, I ain't gonna disrespect nobody on the live, bro. Like, it's like it was a burnout. Then you got Main Man get up on the drum. Main Man get up on the drum and start asking me about in my blood, ooh, whoop, and then talk about something he used blood for NBA, NYBBA, BBOV, some shit. I don't fucking know. But anyway, nigga say what he say, capping or whatever. Well, even if he wasn't capping, it don't even matter. But the fact that the fact that you trying to put something in some, it's like you trying to put a circle in a round in a round shape. It's like nah, you can't do that. Like and it's like certain things, man. Like I don't really say nothing, man. Like I just all right, whatever, bro, whatever, man. Like people gonna be people, man. Like yeah, I ain't even going back and forth with you, bro. I ain't going back and forth with you, bro. That's what I'm just not doing, bro. Whatever. Like you say whatever you want, bro. Yeah, we get them up out of this joint, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm from Philly, man. Born and raised, bro. Born and raised, bro. Not no, not no, I moved here when I was a young boy. Or I, I moved to this block when I was a young boy. No, I'm born and raised in Philadelphia, West Philly, bro. Born and raised. That's big facts. Big facts. Big facts, yo. And I'm at a point, man. I'm at a point, man. I ain't Philly where dreams die. Dirtbag Dustin. Yeah, I feel you, bro. I feel you, man. Yo, just just got back to the crib, lit as fuck. Hey, man, I feel you, man. It is what it is, man. What you sipping on, player? What you sipping on? 7267. Yeah, let a nigga know, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm slow motion though, man. Like I ain't really making no noise, man. Like I'm just trying to stay out the way for real, man. And it's like, everybody hating on the program, like, but it's like, man, like, like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't like, I'm starting to not like New York people. Like, New York people got a tendency to think that they know everything and try to overtalk and belittle people. And it's like, everybody ain't slow, bro. Like, just because niggas is from New York, that don't mean that y'all faster than other people from different cities, bro. Like, that's like, niggas be trying to play niggas all the time, and don't nobody got no time for that, yo, at all. Ain't nobody no time for that, man. I don't feel like Philly is like New York City, bro. I don't feel like we like New York at all. We different from them. Period. Like we don't, bro. Hey, bro. Philly is not like New York, bro. I respect people from New York and all of that. But like y'all, sometimes people from New York be trying to like overtalk and belittle people because they not from New York or they think they slow. And don't nobody like see that ain't gonna do nothing but cause violence, bro. Like that's all it's gonna cause is like cause everybody ain't going for that shit, man. Everybody ain't going for that bullshit, bro. Like and it's like you come to Philly and you got that type of mentality when you come into Philly, you gonna have issues. You have issues if you come out here with that type of mentality, bro. Ain't nobody playing. Like you think you could come out this joint and just do what you want to do and set up shop on somebody else's block and think that somebody ain't gonna do nothing. That's why people from New York, they come out here, they open stores. They don't sell no drugs out here because they know what's up. Like you come out here and you come out this joint, bro, and you try to sell some drugs out here like how people in Philly do. Somebody gonna smoke you straight like that. That's why y'all come out here and y'all open y'all stores up, like straight up. Like, and it's like I ain't trying to be tough or nothing. I'm just telling the truth. Like it'd be like, yo, it'd be like, why come out here or why have that type of mentality when you can just be yourself instead of trying to over talk and try to play somebody, think somebody's slow. Like ain't nobody slow, bro. Like ain't nobody slow. And then it's like, on a gangbanging note, y'all try to make it like y'all the superior ones, and it's like, for what? Like half of the dudes don't even know their history for real, for real. And then me talking about this, that, and the fourth about Bloods and this and that and this and that. Like, man, these people be like, we be like, out of this joint, bro. That's how I be. Like, I don't like, and be like, I don't like play them type games, yo. That's what I'm saying, like, yo, bro. If you ain't got $1,000 in your bank account, don't call yourself a boss, bro. And that's a light number. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's like, yo, you don't even have no money. Like you don't hear me calling myself a boss or trying to flash money or talk about I got billions and billions of dollars. You don't hear me talking about that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, what I'm saying is, Dirtbag Dustin, I would agree with you. For real, you gotta have 100,000. But I'm saying 1,000 because 1,000 is the bare minimum that you would need to even be able to be like, all right, I could start thinking in a way to where as though I could start focusing on different things. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying this certain thing, like me personally, bro. You gotta surround yourself. You gotta surround yourself with individuals that understand the way that money work. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta understand. You gotta understand. But once you understand the way that money work, you start thinking differently, you start moving differently, you start acting different, you start surrounding yourself with different sets of individuals that understand the way that money work, and you start growing money. You can't grow no money if you're around people that don't understand money. You know what I'm saying? People that don't got the intellect to be able to deal with certain things. You know what I'm saying? You just don't. I first heard of Philly and Rocky and Joe Frazier. It was more rough back then. Yo, bro, in the 90s, it was different, bro. Certain things people wasn't just doing. You just wasn't getting away with doing certain things, bro. Rocky is like a fictional dude that don't. All right, granted, you did the movie in Philly, but like that boy not even from Philly. Sylvester Stallone ain't from Philly. He from New York. Like he ain't from no Philly, bro. Joe Frazier, now he from Philly. He's original. You don't see no movies. You don't see Joe Frazier making no movie about Philly though. You may see a documentary, which is different from a movie, but you ain't seeing no movies. And it's a difference in the whole mentality. Like ain't nobody out here for show. Like main man romanticized Philly and made money off of it. That's why people don't respect him. People that's really from Philly, we don't be going to the Rocky statue like that. That shit is a normal. That's like a passion. That's like a passing by thing. Nobody care about that shit. Like you might see somebody walk past the Rocky statue and spit on that joint, bro. Like with all due respect, like straight up. Yeah, God is good, bro. Yeah, God is good. Hey. Mm, 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 mm. Uh, Y'all people crazy, man. Y'all people crazy. But yeah, though, man. I'm just replaying everything that played out in my mind last night, yo. I'm just playing everything that played out in my mind last night. Boy was really trying to play me though. Like, boy was really trying to play me and talk crazy. Like, boy, these niggas is crazy. Like, something be wrong with these boys, yo. Yeah, like, I'm gonna do what I do. Like, ain't nobody like people crazy, yo. People crazy. Like, and I just sit back and I just like really think about it, yo. Like people be really like, boy, really be trying to play me last night, talking crazy, talking to all this heavy, like, and there's it's like, yo, you you all it's like every couple of years you gotta renew your gangster, and it's like, yo, you shouldn't even have to do none of that. Like it's just like, all right, like if you know that I'm like that, why you keep playing with me? Like I don't get it, man. People is crazy. I really don't get it. Why people be wanting to put themselves in positions and where as though they gotta deal with some type of drama, bro. Like it's like what's the purpose of it? Yeah, man, it ain't gonna lie. Yo, man, like for real. I ain't never been to Harlem. I've been to the Bronx. I passed through Brooklyn. I've been to Queens. And that's it though. Like I ain't never been to Harlem. I heard Harlem was where it's at, but I heard that they females will set you up. I don't know how true that is though. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how true that is. Is that true, baby Bubba? That shit is 858.97. I think that's weird, bro. I think that people should be focused on getting some paper. You feel me? Like, comment, subscribe, share to the channel if you haven't already done so. Hey, yo, bro. Harlem is the black Mecca. Yeah, I hear you, bro. Man, 9665, man, we popping. What's popping? What's up with you? How you feeling today? You know what I'm saying? You know, it's over here, slow motion, man. West Baltimore, what's up with it? How you living? You know, I'm slow motion, bro. Slow motion, bro. Hey, yo, let me ask y'all a question. When people say every blood ain't your blood, what's your thought process on that? That's what's up. Trails. So, a 9665, you say you 5'9" brim. You on the West Coast with it? You on the West Coast with it, blood? Or you on some East Coast shit? You know me, I'm RSB, bro. Ray Street Bloods, bro. Hey, so listen, let me break a few things down to you, bro. I don't know how long you been banging for when it come to this blood thing, but like I'm gonna give you an understanding of certain things that people ain't gonna tell you. Number one, you you can't put a West Coast hood, a West Coast hood in a nation, bro. That's not how West Coast operate. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying that you not official or your set ain't official. I'm not saying that. You know what I'm saying? So I want to clarify that so you don't get the wrong impression. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I mean, you bang for it, you put in work, it's going to be respected. You understand? I don't know why I froze up, but the thing is, right, bro, and this is just me speaking, it's like the first thing when you dealing with blood from the West Coast or whatever, right? You got to understand that the same way bloods operate out there is how niggas in Philly operate. All blocks. Operate all blocks. You know what I'm saying? This block ain't coming to this block telling this block what they gonna be doing on their block, unless it's like this the neighborhood, this where I'm from type shit. You understand? Whereas though when you dealing with the East, you got other sets trying to tell other sets how they gonna operate and what they gonna do and what they can't do. And it's like that ain't how blood work. That ain't how Crip work. You know what I'm saying? You let somebody do that to you, then yeah, you ain't then yeah. But that ain't how that shit work, bro. And this is one of my biggest issues that I got with just like New York Bloods. Y'all try New York Bloods try to tell people what they can and can't do. And it's like that ain't how the politics go, man. You worry about your state. Worry about your state and your city and what you dealing with in your state and your city. If somebody in your state doing what they doing and they out of line, then you deal with that. But you don't take your state's politics and try to enforce your state politics on what's going on in another state. That's not sturdy at all. And I had like a live yesterday where I really like was talking to dudes trying to, yo, hey, West Baltimore, man, speak your mind, bro. Speak your mind, bro. I'm gonna address it right now. Hey, look, hey, look, yo, I destroyed my own community. I'm cool. 8806. The mentality is what destroys the community. It ain't the color. It ain't the color. It's the mentality. How you think. You gotta elevate your thinking in order to not destroy the community. The red and the blue don't make you bad. It's what you think that's what make you bad. How you operate based off of what you think. And that's where a lot of people mess up at. But yo, West Baltimore, man, what's up with it? Like, what's your question, bro? What's your question? Um, Baby Bubba, yeah, yeah, I feel you, bro. Baby, I just want to know what are you doing to uplift your community? Well, the first thing I would say is I try to tell the youth to stay out the streets because the streets ain't where you don't need to be in the streets in order to be able to elevate yourself as an individual. You need to have financial literacy. That's the first thing. The second thing is that I lead by example. I'm trying to be blessed, man. I'm trying to be blessed, Christ enlightenment. But the second thing is I lead by example. I'm not in the streets, bro. I go to work. I did street stuff. You know what I'm saying? I did time upstate. I did 12 years, you know what I'm saying? For guns and drugs. So gang banging and all of that stuff upstate and all of that and in the streets. But like, for me, it's like my whole mind state is how can I take care of myself and how can I take care of those around me type vibes. And, I go like, with the shoveling, I shovel the snow on people on my block, family members and all of that and friends. You know what I'm saying? Do that to try to make sure, I make sure I keep the trash, like when I'm out there, I pick the trash up, sweep the glass out the streets and stuff like that so people's cars don't get holes in their tires and all of that, you know what I'm saying? But like, overall, my objective and goal would be, yeah, bro, like, hey, Christ enlightenment, like, it's when you understand the way that money work, you don't need to be in the streets. Once you understand the way that money work and you go ahead and put the effort forth to make moves, it's different. Nah, bro. The Bloods and the Crips started the Crips started to be protecting their own themselves, bro. And the Bloods started to protect others from Crips because they was trying to harm people in the communities, bro. Like, it's like it ain't like it's so much stuff going on with this Blood stuff and this Crip stuff, bro. It's crazy, bro. It's, it's crazy. And a lot of people be having dudes brainwashed when it come to this gang banging, bro. They don't really know. They don't really know, bro. They don't really know. And you can't blame nobody but the big homies that started all of it. That's why That's why I'm doing my own thing on my own time in my city, how I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? People gonna be what they be. And it is what it is. But West Baltimore, does that answer your question? No, about what I said? Or do you want me to go in more detail? My objective is though, man, like to be able to take care of myself and put others in a position of where as though they can take care of themselves and be self-sufficient without having to worry about selling no drugs or doing no criminal activities in order to be able to survive in the world. And it all starts with the educational system that people use, knowing what to actually use in real life. You got to understand real life application. You understand what I'm saying? Real life application. Yeah, absolutely. Like, yo, 5897. I've seen people get killed in front of my face. I've been in situations where I've done things that I shouldn't have done. You know what I'm saying? I've been in situations where I've seen mothers doing things that they shouldn't be doing. Like, yo, I mean, I'm talking about all different types of stuff. And I'm not, as a kid, I seen these things like people get killed in front of me. So it's like, as a grown ass man, hey man, thanks for liking and thanks for subscribing to the channel, baby Bubba. It's appreciated, bro. Hey, Fitra. So check it out, bro. We can speak about Islam if you want, bro. You know what I'm saying? Real Islam meaning peace and all of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta stay away from the dunya or whatever the case may be. Anything that's associated with the dunya, you don't deal with it, you know what I'm saying? But like, I'm just saying, bro, like certain things, man, you just don't deal with it, you know what I mean? You know. Hit the like, comment, subscribe. Bro, I'm from Philadelphia, bro. I'm from Philadelphia, bro. I'm from Philly, Pennsylvania. You really gonna ask me what I know about Islam, bro? Like seriously? So it it West Baltimore, George Jackson, they did their thing. I respected. It's like, yo, people romanticize the wrong things, man. Like people romanticize the Black Panther Party, and I don't got enough. I don't knock them, but it's like, damn, you got people that was inside of the organization that wasn't right. Like for instance, Eldridge Cleaver. He was a known on file, got arrested, did time upstate and all of that for rape. You know what I'm saying? Under Megan's law, bro. So it's like, and people overlook that, but then they hating on this new dude per Paul Bird song that's I was trying to push the narrative for Black Panther. But it's like y'all hating on him. You know what I'm saying? You know. But I don't know, man. To each his own, I guess, man. But individual, you can't have no Islam without having the fundamental principles of Tawheed. You understand what I'm saying? Lordship, worship, and names and attributes, and abstaining from certain things, and abstaining from what Muhammad dislike and God don't like, and you gotta fear Allah. You know what I'm saying? But like, from an Islamic standpoint, like, and from just like understanding religion, bro, it's to me, I don't take nothing away from nobody's religion or none of that. Um, I just think that it's been put in place to mislead people in certain types of ways and have people controlled. Um, I don't got nothing bad to say about George Jackson. He did life in prison. He ended up dying trying to escape. I respect it. He tried to. He stood firm as a man. I just think that you shouldn't have never, from a black person, black man standpoint, it's like you should have educated yourself to not put yourself in those situations. And I think that, as a man, that's where we allow our pride to dictate our actions in certain types of ways when we shouldn't. In reality, yeah, who don't believe in God? Ask him thug long. You in blood? I'm always in. I'm never out. You know what I'm saying? But it's I don't know, man. It's simple. It's simple stuff for me, man. Like for instance, right? And this is with all due respect. Like I got nothing but respect for any black person that's trying to elevate and advance in life. You know what I'm saying? And even those that ain't trying to advance, I got a level of love and respect for you because you black. You know what I'm saying? But like, yo, look at Huey P. Newton. How anybody that know anything about Huey P. Newton, anybody that know anything about Huey P. Newton, right? You know, you know, look at how Huey P. Newton died. He died in 1989 in Oakland, in West Oakland, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I'm saying? At like five something in the morning, he got shot, died. Yo, and they said that he was in an argument with a drug dealer. You know what I'm saying? Trying to shake a drug dealer down to get his drugs from him. But it's like they were saying that the man was on drugs. So it's like, damn, you trying to shake a drug dealer down to get his drugs from him. What? So you can use him? Hey yo, bro. I know about George Jackson, bro. I know about the Black Panther Party and all of that, bro. Like I know about them, bro. I was locked up. I was locked up with an original member, bro, of the Black Panther Party that got life in prison that's never coming home, bro. Like that told me about different things that happened in the organization. Told me about how they shot Fred Hampton in the head December 4th, 1969 at 1, 2, 3, 4 in the morning, and they thought that somebody poisoned him and put something in his drink because there's no way that he stayed asleep and got his head blown off. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been in those situations. So it's like people think certain things. Like I know, bro. Like I know. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. I just think that, I just think that people gotta know how to elevate and move with the times. You gotta be fluid like water when it comes to dealing with certain things, you know what I'm saying? I recommend you reading a lot of different books too, man. You gotta read Soul on Ice by Eldridge Cleaver. When you read that, you'll know about everything that I'm saying about the rape allegations or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Bro, West Baltimore. I go back to BPP because you can't have no George Jackson without BPP. That's what he was a part of, bro. That and the Black Liberation Army, bro. Like that's why I keep going back to BPP because George Jackson was a part of BPP, bro. Like, but I'm off of that now. I'm off of that subject. I'm off of that subject. Period. Now I don't even want to talk about it now because it's like you trying to regulate the conversation when I was sitting here having a conversation with you. So I'm cool on that. I'm good. Um, from a street perspective, though, you know what I mean. Yeah, absolutely. Knowledge is power. Christ enlightenment. Knowledge is definitely power. 110% agree with that. You know what I'm saying? It's just all about how you use it. Cause a lot of the times you gonna have dudes that's gonna think and move a certain type of. God has a plan for your life because you made it through so many things that you have dealt with. I experienced some trauma, but by the grace of God, I'm healed. Yo, 5897, I agree. Hold up, I'll be right back. I gotta get an orange real quick. Yeah, man. I feel you, man. I feel you. It's just certain things, man. You just, if you know, you know, man. You know what I'm saying? Certain things you just know. And you just move and you just start doing things differently. Like when you understand, you're gonna get you're gonna get to a point in your life where you're just gonna stop going back and forth with people. You know what I mean? You wanna stop going back and forth with people and explaining yourself. You just don't do that. You just ain't gonna do that. And once you understand that, a lot of things start to change. I'm gonna leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. Like to each his own, I guess, man. To each his own. Right. I agree with that. 5897. Knowledge is power, and you can't you can't tell them anything and they believe it. Yo, but if we being honest, if we being honest, main man ain't really do nothing for the communities anyway. He's went to jail and got a life sentence. It was a killer. Like he ain't do nothing. But mhm, absolutely, absolutely. And you know what I come to learn? 5897. I come to learn that people don't people don't know how to properly communicate. Like yo, people misunderstand what communication is for, and they got a tendency when you don't agree with what they talking about, they have a tendency to go against the grain and don't want to hear what you're saying at that point in time, instead of being able to check their own mentals and not move and act a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Real talk. I'm not mad at you, bro. I ain't mad at you. It's simple, man. It's simple, really. I'm gonna break it down, right? I'm gonna break it down. Communication is meant to get an understanding. You can't get an understanding if you constantly over talking somebody. And you gotta understand when you over talk somebody because you don't like the point. You don't want to hear their point because you don't feel like their point is valid. And it's like when you start doing that, when you start like that, now the whole thing becomes respect. It's a respect issue at that point because now it's like, all right, you don't value me enough to have a conversation with me and allow me to be able to get my point across. That's the point. That's the point, West Baltimore. That's the point that you just made the point for me without me having to speak it. He went to jail, educated himself, but never made it back home. Make it make sense. Now, if you would have said, okay, make it make sense, you would have said something like, oh, Tukey Williams went to jail. He did what he did, but then he still tried to reach back out and create organizations and help the people and reached out to the youth and wrote books. And he would reach back out to the streets. Then I'd have been like, all right, well, yeah, you got a point. He did get back to the community. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You ain't say none of that though. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm just in it. Yeah, we gonna get you up out of here. We gonna get you a 30-minute joint. Yeah, I'm chilling though, man. Yeah, I'm chilling though, man. People crazy though, man. Overall, man, I'm out the way. Like I said, man, I'm out the way. I want you to win in life. I want your family to win, bro. They wasn't. Tukey Williams and Huey P. Newton was not living in two different. I mean, and George Jackson wasn't living in two different eras, bro. Like Tukey Williams was banging in the '70s, bro. Just like George Jackson was banging in the '70s, bro. And now they both dead. Respectfully, but you got this person named Kitty T30 asking me, say, where you from? NIGGA is what he said. Is what he said. And it's like, I don't like y'all people crazy, bro. Like it is y'all don't have no type of real etiquette. Nah, no, you good, bro. You good, bro. You good. Yeah, I like Baltimore, bro. I like Baltimore. Baltimore different. I like Baltimore. They ain't on no sucker shit. They don't know no sucker shit. I haven't met a Baltimore person that was on some sucker shit yet. You know what I mean? But that's me though. I used to be a Uber driver, you know what I'm saying? I got a song out, man. Next Up next with Lamar. What's up with it? I'm chilling. I ain't making no noise. I ain't making no noise. Boom. I ain't making no noise. Hold up, y'all. Pardon me for that. Let me see. I gotta say, did they say any nigga from Vegas would whoop out a Philly nigga? All right, I mean, that's cool. That's cool, bro, if you feel that way, bro. That's what's up, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, absolutely. West Baltimore, absolutely. I agree with that. And that's the difference between back then and now. Ain't nobody trying to teach nobody. Ain't nobody trying to teach nobody the game because they got these slick sayings. The game is to be so